What's up, guys? Welcome to today's devblog. I haven't done devblog in a while, but this is the first of a few EMS devblogs coming up. This devblog kind of shows the new UI I have, the ambulance, and a couple other things. Mainly focusing on the trauma at this point in time, but by the time the next devblog rolls around, hopefully this weekend, I'll have a more in-depth showcase for you guys with different types of calls. So for starters, you can have one of two patients, a male or a female. There's going to be a variety of ways they can have trauma. Today, we're going to kind of show the falls and stuff. So before we get into that, we're going to look at the ambulance. This is the first ambulance model. There may be a second one coming still. Some of the texture stuff still is getting touched up on here, but there may still be a second one coming, but the other model I was planning on using was a bit too low quality for this build. So as of right now, it did not make the cut. Real quick, next up too, I started adding a little bit of other details. So I started working on the waterway with the ladder sticks. I'll be adding pistons and a lot of other little working parts to the trucks as time goes on. Back to EMS, we're going to go over the UI real quick. So let me hide the other code. So whenever you're about to treat a patient, as soon as you interact with them, you'll kind of have this little overlay that pops up. From here, you'll have access to just about everything. So for starters, you can assess your patient, which this is all kind of set up for testing still, so obviously she's not deceased. But you will have patients that are just beyond help, and you'll have to make that decision on your own to call that. You'll be able to assess their mental status and kind of decide on the current condition: stable, critical, unstable. Patient complaints, I'll kind of show you how this works in a little bit, even though it's not fully set up yet. Next up, you can hit obtain vitals. There'll be a timer on this, so you can't just spam it, but kind of get a list of everything going. So if we go on this side, we kind of have our little body picture. So you can click on limbs, and it'll kind of give you a brief description of what's going on. And then you can kind of apply what you want. Apply a bandage, a splint, it'll turn orange. A tourniquet, it'll turn red. There's going to be an overall treatment score on the patient for all the calls. So if you apply an incorrect treatment, your score will go down, or if you didn't treat it, it could go down. So you always have to be mindful. As you can see, my neck feels fine, stuff like that. So, but you'll be able to click on kind of like every body part. I do, and you can do the same thing with medical calls too, because just because something appears to be one thing doesn't mean that it's not something else, which I'm gonna definitely play a role into. So with some of the medical calls coming, calls are gonna fall into pretty much like 6 categories, I think. So you have your traumas, cardiac events, breathing problems, diabetic emergencies, general sick person, which then it could be almost anything or it could be nothing. And then you'll probably also have like some stupid interfacility transports with like bad labs or something, where you're just taking them from one place to the hospital. With some of the calls, I'm definitely gonna play some mind games, as in you're gonna have to do a full assessment to kind of figure out the whole picture, kind of like real life. I don't know how many times we went for like either a general sick person, I don't feel good, I'm nauseous, and the next thing you know, they're having full blown heart attack. So you'll be able to perform treatments. This isn't fully set up yet, but this weekend everything will be kind of flowing together. There'll be a wide variety of treatments, from Narcan, bagging the patient with a bag valve mask, oxygen, nasal cannula, non-rebreather. There's going to be a whole range of treatments. It's going to stay BLS for now. ALS could potentially be down the road. We don't know, but as of this time, but for now, it's straight up just basic life support. So this menu isn't fully set up either, but you can apply a neck collar, a head bandage, splint the leg, maybe the ankle's kind of bleeding or something. This girl's she's had a bad day. And something I will say is once you apply a treatment, it's applied. You can switch up, like you can upgrade from a bandage to a tourniquet or something. But once you apply something there, it's gonna be there. Which is kind of what the treatment score is gonna go on. So you can't just instantly like, oh, I'm gonna give everybody bandage just to cover that. Like no. I'll show off some of the blood effects next devlog, but there will be active bleeding and stuff. There's just gonna be a wide range of stuff. You'll be able to board people, backboard them. And then right now, I guess I will show what the fall and stuff kind of looks like. So we're gonna stop this because we're going to simulate it. I already have it kind of set up. So if we're right here, testing one, click simulate, kind of see her go into like a ragdoll state. So they'll actually freeze in the position once they come to a rest, and it'll turn into like its own pose type of thing, own animation. And they're going to be able to land in different spots, and this opens up high angle rescue stuff that's coming later. I can have someone dynamically fall on like different ledges and cliffs and areas, different spawn points. They could fall down a flight of steps, all kinds of stuff. So be on the lookout for that. And then I'll kind of show you some of the blood effects. I'm going to have to restart it because it finished playing. But all kinds of like bleeding and dynamic bleeding. They're going to be leaving trails and stuff. This is kind of the auction bottle model. No, I didn't make the model. I got it for about $2. But I almost had it made, but this is a pretty good model for the price, so. This is the stretcher. There's gonna be different positions, so you can put them in supine or keep them in semi-fowlers. Around here, we don't really use Trendelenburg position where you kind of elevate the feet anymore. So, but this stand to be down and stuff, I gotta do a little bit of edits to it. But anyway, guys, thanks for joining me. I'm gonna try to have this EMS update out this weekend. If it does not make this weekend, then I will do a fire update this weekend and just add some new building fires around for you guys, so I give you something. The latest possible is this gets pushed into next week. I'm gonna make sure I have everything polished and ready to go. I don't like releasing buggy things, so but I'm gonna try my hardest to kind of get out this weekend. If not, that just doesn't happen. But so, you guys have any suggestions, comments, or anything, questions? Just go ahead and leave them in the comment section below. Discord link in the description. Come chat. And everyone have a good night. Hope you guys are enjoying the game and are looking forward to this update.